Okay, so yeah, I gave you an assignment.
Yes.
I believe this was it.
Yes, sir. I tried to, but I wasn't. I don't
Okay,
it
you still did not
couldn't
get
get it.
it.
So I didn't get it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's one you were attempting that and you got that one. The one of pass or fail.
Yes. Yes, I got that one. The
Got
one with
that.
it class.
Okay.
Yes, it's just this one. Let me tell you what I
Okay.
did this one. Then I don't know where
Can
I
you share?
went wrong.
uh, Try to share your screen with me. Can you,
Uh,
can you share your screen?
don't know where to do that.
Just point to. Are you using a computer,
Yes, a laptop. Yes.
laptop? And what you do, you see, you see something like. Can you see your? Can you see your look up there? You see
Yeah.
the tools something. The point to that green stuff there. So can you see share screen?
You have
Okay,
been.
okay. You know where you have those tools now, where you have mute, start video, and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chat. After chat, what's the next thing then?
You have mute, start video, participants, share screen.
That one. Click the share screen. Make sure you have opened the Excel.
Yes.
Open the screen and then click that share screen. And then you see the Excel sheet there. You select it, click on it, and click on share.
Post disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Hmm, Just a minute, let me check something.
Uh,
So this is it. So this is the code. Let me enlarge the screen so you can see it clearly.
Okay, sir.
Is it understood?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. So you copy the formula down, of course,
Yeah.
applies it to the rest. All right. So now there's something Excel does, which I want you to observe here. If you look here, what is the cell address that is used to capture the score here? What
C5.
B5, right?
Yes.
What the here?
C5.
Sorry, no. I mean the score. The score is on B5. I see it's B5. The score, not the grade
Okay,
though.
B5. Yes, B5.
B5. Yes. So this, when you come down to this level,
Yes.
what do you think the value of the score will be? What is the reference?
It's B6.
B6. It's automatically updates it to B6. Then you
Yes.
update it here to B7.
Yeah.
You see
B8.
that is dynamic. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because Excel has what we call various methods of addressing or cell referencing.
No,
Okay? Have we talked about that before? No.
no, we're not.
Yeah, that's what we call cell referencing.
Okay.
Let's deal with that here. Cell referencing. Now, cell referencing can also be called cell addressing. Okay. In other words, what are the various ways of making reference to a cell? Okay. Like here,
Yes,
we made reference to a cell. How did we make reference to the cell? We simply mention the address of the cell B5.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. So now there are three major methods of cell referencing. One, we have relative referencing.
yeah,
Two, we have what is called absolute referencing. Three, we have what is called 3D referencing. Okay, so these are the three major methods of referencing. Relative referencing,
absolute referencing.
yes. We have the absolutes, and then we have the 3D. So, as an Excel user, particularly as a data scientist, you should be used to things like this. Okay, you should
Okay,
know the situation in which you use each of these type of referencing. So let's begin with the first one because the most commonly used. Okay, that's what is used here. This is a relative reference. Because it's a relative reference, that's why Excel automatically updates it as you move down. Updates it from
oh,
B5 to B6 to B, because it's able to see the row you are on and automatically updates the row number as you move down. If you were to be moving toward the right, it will be updating the column letters.
okay,
Okay? So that's relative
reference.
referencing. Now, but there are situations where relative referencing would not work. Let me give you, let's create an example here. Let me see if I can pick something somewhere. Okay, let me just copy something from here. Okay, let's consider this scenario where let's say, for example, let's assume we are dealing with two subjects here. Let's say we are dealing with English
Yeah.
We are dealing with maths. Okay, so let's generate some numbers here. Equals round between let's say 20. No, this might be low. Let's say for 35 or 38, 90. Okay, now let's say, for example, we want to compute the total. So normally, I mean, to compute the total is easy. Just say equals sum of this. Right? So what referencing method is used here? What referencing method do you think is used here?
Take absolute, right?
No, still relative, right?
Relative. Okay.
It's still relative.
Okay, yes, yes, because it applies to the row, the column.
Yes. You can see that's M9 to N9,
Yeah.
M10 to N10, M11 to N11, and so forth. M15 through to N15. Okay. But now let's say if, for example, we want to add a score for every student or bonus. Let's say there's a bonus score.
Okay.
This bonus score is typed somewhere. Okay. Now, I want to add this bonus score to every of the students. So what's this total supposed to be?
Will be 176.
Thank you. Okay. So now, how do we get this total now? We say equals this
Yes.
plus this plus what?
Plus
The bonus.
Q9.
The bonus, right?
Yeah.
Now, if we do this, do you think it will be correct? Is this correct?
Yes.
It's correct. Let's check the next one. Is this correct?
It's correct.
Calculate it and see.
Yes, because if you add 20, it will be remaining. It's not correct.
Not correct. The total here is what?
This one is supposed to be 20, supposed to be 140, yeah?
Thank you. So you see it's not correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So to solve this problem, we can use absolute referencing. Okay. Why is it not correct?
Oh,
Because all the rows are supposed to pick the bonus from one cell.
Okay.
But right now, what it's doing is that when it gets to this row, it attempts to pick it from this place.
Zero.
When
Yeah.
it gets to this row, it attempts to pick it from this place. That's the problem.
Yeah.
For example, if I click in the formula bar here, you see the cells that are used there. If we click the second one, formula bar, can you see? It's trying to pick
Yeah.
bonus from the particular row, but we want it to be picking all the bonus from one spot, from one cell. So in such a case, we make use of what they call absolute referencing.
So
So how does that work? Just type equals English plus maths plus bonus. For this bonus, we have to make it absolute reference. How do we do that? You highlight it. You know, what you actually do is that you precede the values with dollar sign. This is what I've done now. Dollar sign Q, dollar sign 9, dollar sign before the column letter and the row number. In this case, it's the row number that really matters, but you can just do it for the two. So that dollar sign makes it into an absolute reference. So it will not be updating this one. It will not be updating the bonus. So check it now. Is it correct now? It's now correct, right?
yes.
Why? Because just look here.
Yes.
Here it says M9, N9, Q9. Here M10, N10, Q9. You see,
Yeah.
it's not updating the bonus.
Yeah.
M11, N11, Q9.
Yeah.
Right, like that. So it makes this one fixed. No matter the row you are in, it
Yes.
makes the bonus fixed.
Yes.
Yeah. This is how absolute addressing works. Okay. So whenever you need to be picking some values from a cell and you don't want that cell to be updated, then you make use of
Group
absolute
reference.
addressing. Yeah. Make use of absolute addressing. All that's clear.
Yes, sir.
So that's how the absolute addressing works. Okay. Anyway, I think we talked about average count and the other time, right? Those common functions.
Average.
Yes.
Uh, no.
Okay. Let's say we want to get the average of scores, we want to get the minimum score, we want to get the maximum score. So what's the function for average? The
What
average
to?
function is simply average. Meanwhile, you can get your
Yes.
functions from here, right? Instead of typing. You can click this
Okay.
fx, and just look for the function. Okay. If you can't find it, you can type it here. Average. Just select it, click OK.
Yeah.
Although to this it may be unnecessarily complex. The number, the first number, number one, number two. Okay, in this case, you see this red stuff here.
Yeah.
It just, although I think it has already gotten it for you, Q9 to, it has gotten it for you,
So
but just,
M18.
yes, just if it doesn't, what you do, just click this red icon here,
Yeah.
and then you highlight all the values, press enter, click on OK. Yeah,
Oh,
that may look like a long process. Let's just type it manually.
it's still
Equals,
good that you tell me about it, so I
yes,
know.
yes, that's true. As we get along, sometimes we'll be using that. So you can just type average and you highlight all the cells, click OK. Of course, you copy the formula. Then for the minimum, you use the mean function for that, equals mean of, you highlight, then the maximum, what's the maximum? Use the max function. What's max? Highlight all the values, press enter. Of course, and click and drag to fill icon, click and drag. Okay. So now let's look at the third one. We've seen number one and number two. We've seen the relative addressing or relative referencing. We've seen absolute addressing. Now let's look at 3D addressing. Now you make use of 3D addressing when you need to carry out calculations across, when you need pick values across worksheets. You understand? Let's say, for
Yeah.
example, you are doing calculation and you need to pick one or more values from another worksheet that you will use for that calculation. That will be 3D referencing. 3D means three-dimensional.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we say something is three-dimensional, what do we actually mean?
It's in three forms.
There are some figures that are, for instance, let's say, let's do a little illustration here. A line, for example, how many dimensions would you say a line is?
A line.
Yes.
Two dimension.
No. A line. A line is one dimension.